I would be what? With a question mark at the end. I think it's a solid one-piece fit, you know what I mean, that zips in the back. His fit would, like, depending on the way the sun hits it or the moonlight, it would change colors. Throws on a cape, but it's not a big cape because what need to move? On the inside of the cape is reflectors, so he could hold the cape out, use the sunlight to blind his enemies. What's headquarters? It sits in the sky using magnets from the moon. So he's only at headquarters at nighttime because during the day, what lives inside of a tree? And you go into the tree, it's a special knocking pattern. The tree separates, he walks in, and he goes underground beneath the forest. The forest has so much nutrients in the soil to keep the trees growing that he seeps down and gets some of that information. And all of those trees aren't actually trees in the forest. They're feelers and satellites for all around, and that's how he gets all of his information and knows what's going around the city. What's tight. So in his headquarters, he's a simple superhero. You know what I mean? He doesn't need all of the gadgets and everything. It's just a touch screen, a little keyboard, and a comfy chair. What's feet never actually touch the ground, so he levitates, but he can't fly. He can become invisible. He also can pull things out of the sky and use them. He'll like pull a cloud out the sky and shape it into like a sword and beat you over the head with it. You know what I mean? Or like sometimes he'll just grab the moon, a couple stars, and juggle just for fun. No, Y's also a superhero. She fine. She dressed in yellow. So what's just there to protect the weak? And you got Y just looking good and master of karate. She got the nunchucks with her, can do all the tricks, and also has a samurai sword that she only pulls out when it's really necessary, because she doesn't like to kill people, but she will take a head off. So who's the nemesis? And what Who does, Who's dressed like a big owl, and Who comes through and he can turn his head all the way around like an owl can, and can fly. And that's the thing, is that's how it all started with What and Who. What's always wanted to fly, but can't. Who can fly? And What's like, Who, you fly, but you don't use it for good. You always be preying on the weak. I'm Mac Miller, but my superhero alter ego is what?